any day, I first of all go through my fundamentals, my news. So I look at investing.com. So I'll be taking you guys through the investing.com. Yeah, today, I'm sure you guys can see my screen on investing.com. It reads US stock futures were trading lower during Tuesday evening deals after major benchmark averages posted a negative section as investors react to ongoing debt ceiling negotiations from US congregations. Well, I'm sure we are not far from, the happenings in the US, region concerning the banks, the banking sectors that are actually having one or two crises in the US section. Also, considering the inflation in the US, zone, all of this put together is not really giving the US currency, the US dollar, a very good vibe or a very good strength. So like this says, investors are really negotiating from the US congregation leaders, okay? And excuse me. So we're also looking at Nasdaq. Okay, this was on US 30 Dow Jones, and we're going to be looking at US 100. So it says US 100 were each trading within a range of 0.1%. In extended deals, the container store group, dipped lower after reporting Q4 EPS of 0.18. Well, let me not bore you guys with a lot of technical talks here. All what this is trying to tell us is the fact that US actually US stock actually went deeper or fell yesterday by 15.5% after a report. All right. And looking at this today, fundamentally, we putting all of this together, we are considering a possible downtime on indices altogether. So let me also take you to Forest Factory today just to buttress what may likely happen today. I'm going to be sharing my Forest Factory screen with you, or slide with you. All right, today, we really don't have a lot, on the Forest Factory calendar coming out from the US zone, except on for the lower impact news. Okay, although for those of us who love trading fundamentals, we may still take advantage of the low impact news on the US zone building permits. This will be coming out by 1:30. And yes, you can actually take advantage of the card news because in a way, Canadian dollar in a way have some kind of impact on US dollar. So sometimes when these two instruments, these two currency in a way give each other strengths. And yes, basically there aren't so much on the US from the US sector from the US calendar today. And majorly we are seeing a low impact news, a low impact news, a low impact news. So today, I think we'll be doing more of the technical trading today. All right, we'll be doing more of the technical trading, but it's very important for us to take advantage of the oncoming news, because tomorrow we are going to be seeing a major news, from the US zone, which is the unemployment claims. And what we're going to be reading today or seeing, from the stocks, from the US stocks and the US happening from the US zone is also going to give us a very big insight on what is going to the outcome of tomorrow's news. All right. We also have existing home sales tomorrow coming out, So, but today, technically, I think we're going to be doing more of technical trading today, as we really don't have so much, from the US zone. From the US zone, we don't have so much impact news from the US zone today. So we'll be doing so much of technical trading, which is going to be taken by my colleague Ogadima. But basically, Valentine, pardon me.
All right then. All right then. Thank you. Thank you very much, Paul. So let's go straight into it this morning. All right. So yes, I believe we all totally get what the fundamentals in news is going to be coming out. So today we probably do not have so much to actually deal with when it comes to fundamentals and the news. All right.
Purchase.
All right, so I'm just going to go straight into the market this morning. Let me go ahead to share my my MT4. Just going to share my screen. All right, so this morning we are going to go straight into US 100 and analyze the market this morning. All right, so I believe we are all ready and good to go. Let's have ensure we have our accounts funded. You can take these positions as I mentioned them, because yes, sometimes you may actually require to go for instant executions, instant orders, and you want to be ready. All right, so straight up, we are going to go into US 100 this morning. We can see that on the daily time frame, yeah. Let's talk about our investment traders, people with investor vibes, So yes, if you are a swing trader, this is for you this morning. All right, so let's go into the market and see what the market is doing this morning. So if you're looking at US 100 on the daily time frame, you can see that is a form of a form of an upward trend right here. If you look at this region, you can see it continuing the upward movement. All right, so we can see that the market is probably going to continue on an upward movement this morning. However, we can see that it is doing making lower highs. Now we want to actually try and see how we can trade this retracement, this pullback, because we can see that yes, you all know that once the market gets to a certain region on overbought region, it tends to do a bit of retracement even before it continues going back upwards. Yeah, so if you see right here, it seems that it has gotten to a region where it is currently overbought or sitting or right now battling around a resistance region. All right. Okay, so now let's go in. For me, this is going to be my risk region. All right, if you're a swing trader, this will be your risk region. So we want to actually take our buy. So we want to take our buy once, rather our sell. All right, remember, I want to sell from this region. We want to take this pullback because we can see that price has gotten to this resistance region. And last time we did that, it actually came back all the way down to this point. Okay, so we want to go ahead to take at this region. You can see it's already into the region, although it's pulled back a bit. So let's be patient. Once it gets comfortably into this red squared region, we can go in for our sales. Yes, you can take sales anywhere around this region. All right, anywhere around this region, you can take sales. So let me just mark this region for those of you who want to take from any of that point. So anywhere between 13531.44 to 13820.81, you can sell from that region. And yes, I'm going to mark our reward zone. So anywhere up to this point can be a reward zone before this other rejections happens. All right, anywhere. So I'm going to just change this color. All right, then. So this is our risk region. All right. Once the market gets into this region, you can start taking your sales. All right. You can sell into this region between 13288.58 all the way down to 12461.80. All right. 12461.80. So please be sure to use good lot sizes. Remember, you need to use good lot sizes. And also, before you are trading as a swing trader, ensure you have at least 1.5 million naira in your trading account, 1.5 million naira and above, to be able to trade efficiently without fear, without any issues, and just have some level of confidence. That's not money they give my confidence sometimes. So yes, you need good volume in your account to be able to actually swing trade. All right. So again, now, mind you, for some of us who might want to say, okay, I would like a stop loss region. Where do I know to take out my losses just in case it goes against you? So please, once the market goes above this region, yes, it's advised that you might want to actually close out your loss and look for another opportunity. All right. So let's go now to our intraday traders. Let's see what they can actually be trading, how they can trade this morning. All right, so let's look at that on the hourly time frame. So we can see that, as I said, the US 100 is looking like on an uptrend and making this movement upwards. All right. However, it seems to have been is making a bit of a retracement at this region right now. So of course, it's looking like it's going to continue going up, but it's done a bit of retracement, went up, still coming back for that retracement, and trying to create another lower high. So for me this morning, I'm going to be taking my buy from this region. Yes, it's going to probably bounce off this region again. So we want to take our buy from this region. Anywhere from this region, we can buy all the way. I'm just going to change this. Yeah, change this into our risk region color. Okay, so we can buy, and this will be our reward zone. All right, so it's expected that it's going to try to bounce off this rejection region, which is currently at right now, bounce off this rejection region and make another high. Okay, so I'm just going to change this color. Voila, so I'm just going to mark this region for us to see. All right, so for our intraday traders, yes, you want to go into the market once price is able to enter the squared region anywhere between 13488.92, again 13488.92, all the way down to 13453.63. All right, so you can take our buy from that region. All right, so but once it's able to break below this red squared region, you might want to be advised to close out for your sell. Rather, you want to be sure to close out for your stop loss. Actually, now the risk region, rather the reward region, all the way between 13512.18 all the way to 13630.29. all right, so that is our reward region. Remember, we are looking at making more money than losses, of course. So please, also for you to be able to trade conveniently, you can use bigger lot sizes. All right, however, ensure you have good money in your account for you to use those kind of lot sizes. On US 100, hey, you can use anything. Say you have $1 million at least, you can use something like between 0.5 up to 0.1. all right, as long as you have good volume in your trading account. Okay, so yes, you can start buying from this region, and anywhere around this region you can actually take your profit for this morning. All right, so let's not sleep on it. It's time to make money. It's time to make money. Use good lot sizes and make good money for yourself this morning. And also, please remember to upgrade your account. If you do not have enough funds in your account, please remember to upgrade your accounts and take these trades, and let's make money. So let's go straight now to scalpers in the house, people like me. Yes, for me, I like quick money. So let's just going to delete all this. I'll go straight into the 15 minutes. Let's look at it on the 15 minutes. We can see that price is actually doing a form of yes, it's still on an uptrend, but it wants to come down a bit. So let's look at it on 5 minutes as well and see where our scalpers can start buying from this morning. All right, so yes. Once the price is able to enter this region, you can start taking your buys, because you can see the rejection zones here. Once you enter this region, you can start taking your buys. All right, you can start taking your buys. Yep. So we are already in that region. So our scalpers, yes, feel free to start buying. As I always say when scalping, minimal lot size, good volume. Sorry, minimal pips, good volume, good lot size equals to good money. So yes, you can start buying at this region, and this will be our reward region, our reward zone. All right. So anything from this region is good enough for our profit. All right. Anything for this region is good enough for our profit. So for our scalpers, feel free to start taking your buys. Now, once it's able to break below this region, now you want to actually close it out and look for another opportunity. All right. So I'm just going to mark out this region for us. So you can feel free to start taking your buys at this region. And once you're able to get into this region, you can start for your take profits. All right. You can go in for your take profits. 13475.3, rather, 13483.46 is your buy. So you can see it's already pulling back up. So then 13475.31, between these regions, you can start taking your buys. And once you are able to enter the region 13488.84, you can start taking your profits. And yes, can still keep buying from that region upwards, anywhere between that and 13509.12. So if you have taken your sell, you should actually be seeing some profits already. All right. So let's go straight now to AUD USD. I believe you already have that. All right. I'm just going to leave this on the screen for some another 5 seconds. All right. If you want to take a screenshot, if you want to still take your buys, feel free to buy right now. If you're a scalper, feel free to start buying this morning on the 5 minutes time frame for US 100. Okay, so it's probably going to bounce out this region and go into our reward zone as well. So please remember, you need good volume in this in your account to be able to scalp appropriately, because remember, you're using bigger lot sizes. All right, so please ensure you have good volume in your trading account. So let's go straight now to AUD USD. All right, so let's look at AUD USD on the daily time frame. All right, so let's look at AUD USD on the daily time frame for swing traders, investment traders. Now we can see that it's been currently bouncing around these two regions. All right, you can see right now price has broke this support and became a resistance. I've tested it multiple times and it's coming back down here. And also we can see these rejection zones here and here. So it's most likely going to repeat the same movements this morning. Or rather, this for swing traders, probably looking at repeating this movement and getting into this region again before it starts going upwards again. So remember, we want to take as much money as you can in the market. So it's most advisable, before you do that, you can decide to, once price is able to bounce off its support, you can buy from that point, so in order to make more money for yourself. So for our swing traders, once price is able to get into this region, we can go in for our buys. Yes, remember, we are buying off a support. All right, once the market bounces off that support, we are going in for our buys. So at this region, 0.66132, between that region and 0.65421, we can take our buys. All right, we can take our buys. Remember, for it to be a swing trader, it is a lot of people enjoy swing trading as well. You understand? Because you just take a specific trade and just let it ride through the hours, through the days, sometimes weeks. So at the end, it just feels like you're making an investment. And the end of 2, 3, 4 days, gets your take profit, and you are good to go. No stress. So, but please remember, you need good volume for you to be able to swing trade. All right. So at least about 1.5 million naira and above is good for you to swing trade. And remember, this is AUD USD, is a currency pair, so you need to use bigger lot sizes for you to make good money on the currency pairs. So let's say you want to swing trade. Hey, on AUD USD, you can use as much as 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. It's all good, and it's all good profit. All right. So now let's look at our reward region. All right, so we can see that after it bounces off this region in the past, after it has bounced off this region in the past, it went all the way up to this region. So I'm going to use this region as our reward zone. Okay. Yes, this will be our reward zone. That means take profits area. Okay. All right. All right then. So once price is able to enter into the region 0.66132 and 0.65421, we can go in for our buys. And once price is able to enter this region 0.66587, you can start taking your profits. All right, you can start taking your profits, or you can write it all the way to 0.67915. So, but please, let's not be greedy as well. You do not have to actually wait till the end of the squared region. Once you are in good enough profit, know when to take your money. All right, know when to take your money. All right, so know when to take your money. Let's not be greedy. So let's go straight now to our intraday traders. Let's see what they are going to be doing this morning and how we are going to be assisting them trade this morning. Okie dokie. Now let's look at it on the 1 hour time frame. We can see that it is looking like a downward movement. All right, so we can see that there's a form of rejection here. It's trading right now between this region, right, and this region as well. Yes, it looks like a downward movement. However, it's going to most likely do a bit of a reversal before it continues going downwards. And want to see how we can actually take advantage of that reversal. All right, so I'm just going to mark this region. Okay, so sometimes to entry positions are very, very, very vital and very important. Okay, so you also want to be very careful when we enter and how we enter the market as well. So we can see that price has actually bounced off this region already. All right, so for me this morning, if you're an intraday trader, I would actually advise you to say yes, we can we've not lost so much, we've not missed it so much, so we can actually buy. We can still buy. You can go in for your instant executions right now. You can go into for your instant executions right now, because you can see it has already bounced, so we do not miss this movement. Normally you would say, okay, let's wait for it to get to this region, but hey, why wait when you can actually make all this money between this region and this region? So yes, for intraday trading, you can actually go in for your buy already, considering that it has bounced off that region, that zone as well. And this can be our profit zone, our profit area. So I'm just going to mark this region. Okay, so I'm just going to mark this region. Yes, so this will be our profit zone. Once you're able to get into these zones, you can start taking your profit. Yes, it's safe to go in for a buy already, considering that this market has already been triggered in this zone. So even if it comes down to this point, no worries, because it's always most likely going to start bouncing off this region. All right. So no worries, even if it comes back all the way into this red region, you can still even place more buys from this red region. So, but if it breaks below the red squared region, yes, you can consider closing your for your stop loss. All right, can consider closing for your stop loss. But for me this morning, I was still going for an instant execution for a buy this morning, because we want to remember, as you can see, the market has bounced off resistance, came back here, and it's actually looking at repeating the same movement. So I'm going to go in for my buy, and I'll take my profits into, once the price gets into this reward regions, around 0.66581, 0.66581, between that and 0.67084, 0.67084. What instant execution, I mean buy now. All right, instant execution means buy now. Let's go into the market at the current market price. All right, then. So then let's look at the market right now for our scalpers. All right. So let's look at the markets on the 5-15 minutes time frame first. Okay. And now let's look at it on the 5 minutes. You can see that it's looking like a downward movement, but it seems like it wants to do a bit of retracement. Okay. Okay, we can see that price has actually broke this support region on the 5 minutes time frame for our scalpers, came down here and has started going back upwards. Okay, so there's a very good possibility that once price is able to break above this region, we can see that it's actually struggling around this region. Then we can go in for our buy if it's able to break that. However, it seems like it's being pushed down a bit. So let's go in. Let's wait for price to actually go into this region again. All right, so let's look at. So you can see for our scalpers on the US 100 is actually pulling up already. So now let's look at our trades for our scalpers this morning. So price is looking like it's going to be struggling around this region. It's going to push back a bit. All right, so once you push it back a bit into this region, you can go in for your buys. Yes, for your buys. All right, once it comes back into this region, it's going to most likely struggle around here and do a minor pullback into this region again. Once able to do that, we can start buying from that region upwards. Now I'm just going to mark this region. All right, so once price is able to come back into this 0.66414, between that region and 0.66373, we can go in for our buys and take it all the way to this reward region. All right, let's be patient. Patience is key, especially when you want to scalp. All right. So anywhere in this region will be our reward zones. This will be our reward zone. So anywhere between 0.66452 and 0.66533 is our reward zones. We can take our profits anywhere around that region. So once price is able to get down into 0.66414 and 0.66373, that is our regions. That is our regions for our buy. Yes, because it's going to most likely bounce off this region again and continue for a buy. And remember, we want to take as much money as we can in the market. But once it breaks below this red region, you might want to consider closing out your losses. All right. So let's go now to gold this morning. Let's go to gold this morning. Let's look at it on the daily time frame for our swing traders. All right, let's go to gold this morning. So if we are seeing gold this morning, we can see that it looks like it's looking like an upward trend after it made this bounce off here. Okay, and it has been going up. However, it's looking like it's got into a resistance region and about to do a retracement. Yes, but it's still, of course, an upward movement. So we want to take a buy. Yes, we want to ride this buy as long as we can. Okay, so it has already bounced off. So we want to take as much as we can from these markets if you are a swing trader. So let's go in for a buy anywhere around this region. So between 1979.70, 1979.70 is safe enough to start taking our buys between that region and 1943.85. All right, 1943.85. We can take our buys from that region, and this is going to be our reward region. We can see that price has gotten up to this region before, so that is good enough for our take profit region. So once the price is able to enter these regions, you can start your buy. You can start your buy. Once you are able to get into this reward region, you can actually take your profits. Remember, you do not have to wait for it to get to the end of the square. So once you're in good enough profit, you've made good money for yourself, feel free to leave, take the market and go. All right. Okay, so yes, go this morning for our swing traders. You can go in once price gets into this red region of 1979.70. All right, and for our reward region, you can look at this prices here to see the reward region. Once it's able to get into the green region, you can start taking your profit anywhere between 2008.63 to 2074.03. That is your reward region. You can take your profit anywhere around that region. You are good enough to go. So please also remember to join our Telegram channel, all right, to get information, news, trade hints as well. All right, so anything and everything you need to know and get about trading and about promos, bonuses, everything you need to know. Our events coming up, kindly join the Telegram channel. It's going to be posted on the chat now. And also, if you want to always go back to watch our videos, you can actually do that on our Zoom, rather on our YouTube channel. The link is also going to be posted very soon. All right. All right. So also please remember to subscribe, like our videos, and also share. All right. Subscribe, like, and share. And also turn on notifications so that you always be notified once a new video is dropped. All right, once a new video is dropped, you also get the notification. So please subscribe, like, and share, and join our Telegram channel to always stay updated. Okay, so let's now go straight to our intraday traders. Okay, so let's look at it right now on the 1 hour time frame. Yes, if you are doing intraday trading, you might want to look better for the 30 minutes or 1 hour time frame so that you can get good entry positions as well. So let's look at this on 1 hour time frame. We can see that the market did a serious bearish run over here. I think this was yesterday. Yeah, and it is currently resting at a support region. So it seems that this market will most likely push up, do a bit of retracement before it continues coming downward. So we can see this region as well. It's actually being consolidated around this region. So let's be patient and wait for it to get into this region. Okay. So once price is able to break into this region, we can comfortably take our buys. All right, can take our buys. Once price gets into this region, it's most likely it's going to push into this region. Once it does that, we are going to go in for our buy, and this will be our reward zone, our reward region. Okay. So I'm just going to change this color. Sorry, risk region. Mark it out as well. All right then. So yes, we can go in for our buys once price is able to get between 1984.57 and 1973.86, all the way into our reward region of 1994.33 and 2018.36. Okay, so anywhere between those regions, we can go in for our buy and our take profit zone as well without fear. All right, but please, as I always say, this is our risk region. Once price if price breaks below this region, you might want to consider closing out for your stop loss. All right, you might want to consider closing out for your stop loss. So remember, good volume equals good money. Use money to make money. Yeah. So please, using appropriate lot sizes too will actually help you a lot to make good money for yourself. And also remember, having good funds in your trading account to trade gold as an intraday trader is very, very important. 500,000 naira and above is your best bet. It's your best bet to comfortably trade this market. And with that kind of volume in your account, so you can be looking at using, say, between 0.05 to 0.2, which is actually good enough for you. All right, which is actually good enough for you. And trust me, with that kind of lot size and that kind of volume, the profitability is just limitless. All right, so now let's go straight for our scalpers. Our guys, I like to make money sharp. So just go ahead to delete all of this so we can have a clear chart for our scalpers this morning. So let's look at it on 15 minutes time frame. Let's see what's doing on the 5 minutes time frame. Yes, so it's practically actually consolidating around this region right now, and it's most likely looking at pushing back up this morning. So I'm going to go start taking my buys. Remember, we are scalping, quick in and out. That is how you scalp. You take, once you are in good profit, you can take your money and go. All right. So you do not have to stay so long, especially when you're scalping the market. Quick in, quick out. Okay, you do not have to stay so long in the market when scalping. All right, you do not need to stay so long in the market when scalping. Once you take your entries and you are in profit, you close. You can keep taking as much as possible. All right, you can take as much as possible as long as you are still in that region. All right, as long as you are still in that region. So once the price gets into this region, you can take your buys. Yes, I say your buys because we expect it to bounce off this region and start going back up. Remember, we want to make as much money, so we want to wait for it to go as low as possible before we buy. All right, we want to wait for it to go as low as possible before we buy. You buy when the price gets up to a low region. So anywhere around this region is good enough for you to start taking your buys. All right, it's good enough for you to start taking your buys. All right, price level 1987.07, between that and 1985.30. Okay, so you can actually do what we call the stacking strategy. If you want to learn that strategy, please can contact your account manager and we'll tell you how you can come on board to learn that strategy. Trust me, it's something you can actually use to make a lot of money for yourself. Scalping and stacking strategy. Talk to your account managers, and trust me, that strategy is something you want to learn. All right, you have to learn that. It's something that can make you good money every morning, every time you trade, every time you scalp. All right, so we can go in for that at that region and start taking our profits once we get into this reward zone. Okay, this will be our reward zone. Remember, wait for it to get into the red region before we start to take our buys. Okay, it's probably still going to come down a bit, so let's wait for it to come down a bit. Remember, patience is the name of the game. All right, so once price is able to get into this region, $1988.55 all the way to 1991.80. I just have a thing for numbers, 1991 on the dot. Oh gosh. So yes, your take profit zone around 1991.80. And once you get into 1988.50 is a safe bet. All right. You can buy all the way to 1991.80 for our scalpers this morning. Okay, so let's go straight now to remember. So I always say minimum pips, good lot size, good volume equals to good money. Okay, so with this guy, you can use as much as 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, even a standard lot, depending on how much you have in your account. Because remember, once you take the trade, bam, you take your profit, you close. You take your profit, you close. Okay, so let's go straight now to oil. So let's look at oil on the daily time frame for investment traders. All right. So we can see that oil is looking like a market that is on a downward trend. We can, from what we can see right here. All right. So, however, it seems like it has gotten to this point where it's being supported. Okay, and it's probably trading between this point and this point as well. So we can see that has bounced off that region. It's probably coming back down here for our swing trader. So once price is able to get into this region, we can go in for a buy because we expect it to make that same pattern again before it continues to make another low. So let's go in for a buy once this region is triggered. Okay, at price anywhere from between price level 73.92, all right, and 69.45. All right, anywhere between 72.92 and 69.02, we can start going in for our buys. All right, you can take our buys from that region, and this will be our reward region. Okay, remember, we want to take as much as we can. That's why we wait for price to get to as low as possible before we actually buy. Okay, so this will be our safe reward region. So once price is able to get into this region, you can take your profit. Anywhere between this region is safe to take your profit. If you want to wait for it to get to the end of the square as well, hey, that's all on you. All right. So, but please, okay. So, but please, you want to trade cautiously. All right. You want to trade cautiously as well. Okay. So anything between these regions, we can go in to take our profits and our buys. Okay, that's 76.92 all the way to 86.28 is safe for us to go. Okay. So now let's go straight to the intraday traders. Let's see what they can do this morning on oil. Okay, so let's look at oil on the hourly time frame. We can see that it's also looking like doing the downward movement as well. However, it's most likely going to, of course, we expect it to bounce off this region. We can see here, there's a region of interest. There's a region of interest right now. So we say expect it to come all the way down into this region. All right. Once it's able to do that, we can go in for buy if you're a swing trader. Okay. Can go in for our buy at this region, and our reward region will be all the way here. Okay. All right. So patience is the name of the game. So let's be patient. Once price is able to get into this region, back into this region, we can take our buy for intraday traders this morning. Okay, so I'm just going to mark out those regions. All right, there we go. So once price is able to get into this region, 74.12 and 73.38, we can go in for our buys. All right, anywhere around this region, we can go in for our buys, and you can take our profit zones 74.45 and 76.09 can be good enough for our profit regions. All right, so we want to take our profit regions at that point. Although we can see that price has actually, it seems like it has already bounced off. Maybe we just missed it by some minutes, bounced off that region. So it's also still safe to say that once price gets into, let me just mark this. All right, so it's most likely expected that price will get back into this red region, all right, from 74.12 down to 73.38. Okay, now, however, it seems that we might have missed this entry here because it seems like it has triggered that region. So I'll still say it is actually still very safe. It's safe to say that once price is able to get into this region, All right, this current price, once able to get into this region of 74.60, we can still go in for our buys. Remember, this is our reward region all the way to 76.09. You can take your buys up to this region as well. But as I said, we need to be patient. There's a chance, very good chance that price will get into here. But if it has already bounced off this region, remember, this is your reward zone. You can always also take your buys from this region up to this region as well. All right, it is still very safe. So between 74.60 to 76.09 is still a very safe bet to take buys this morning for intraday traders. All right. All right, so for the risk zone, this is your risk region, the red region, 74.12 and 73.38. 73.38. All right, so between 74.12 and 73.38 is our risk region. All right, so what is for price to get into that region, and then we can start taking our profit, our reward zone between 74.60 and 76.09. All right, so let's look at Euro USD. Yes, that is. Oh, okay. Sorry, our scalpers. I cannot forget you people. Oh, never, never. All right, my own people. So let's look at scalping this morning for our scalpers to see what they will likely do this morning, how we'll be entering the market, and how we can make quick money this morning. All right, so we can see that price is actually looking like it has bounced off this resistance region already. Okay, so we want to be careful, we want to be patient and wait for price to get into the zone. All right, which is most likely going to be doing anytime soon. Patience is name of the game. Once price is able to, it's going to come down all the way here. All right, it's going to probably come down all the way here. We can take our buy. Yes, we expect it to bounce off. Okay, we expect it to bounce off this region. Expect it to bounce off this region. So anywhere into this region is good enough to start taking our buys. It has already bounced off this region. I would have said sell now, but then again, we will not have enough. We will not take enough. So remember, I want price to get to as low as possible. Then we can take our buy instead. All right. So we are going to just try and buy at the lowest region and then take our profit at the good reward area as well. Okay. All right then. So once price is able to, once you're able to take your buy from the risk region, we can take our profit anywhere around this reward zone between 74.32 and 74.54. 74.54. That will be the top of our reward region. So we want to be very, very cautious and very careful as well. So once price is able to get into this region, you can start taking your buys. All right, so 74.20 and 74.04 is our risk region, and we can take our buys and from that region and start taking our profits from 74.32 all the way to 74.54, which is good enough for us this morning. All right, so patience. Once again to their zone, start taking your buys. All right, start taking your buys. Remember, good lot size, minimal pips, good volume equals to good money. So for oil, hey, 500K and above, safest bet to start to actually scalp this market, because remember, you're using bigger lot sizes. All right, you want to make as much money as possible this morning, and also always have a targeted profit amount for the day, and so that you don't get carried away and do too much. All right, so all right, so now let's look at I believe we already have that. All right, so let's look at Euro USD. Let's go straight to Euro USD this morning. We can see that Euro USD is looking like it's on an upward trade for on the daily time frame for our swing traders. However, So for our buy, yes, we are still going to be buying. However, we can see that it has actually bounced off. Yeah, this resistance region, and it's coming back here. So remember, we want to make as much money as we can. All right, so we want to buy at the lowest regions before we make our money. Okay, so for our swing traders, let's be patient. Once price is able to get into this region, all right, once price is able to get into this region, we can go in for our buy. Yes, because we're expected to see bounce of this region, make a lower high, and then take our entries. Okay, so anywhere between 1.07374 and 1.05449 is our safest bet for our buys. And our risk region, trust me, we want to take these trades. All right, please try and see if swing trading can be sweet though. You just have to put some good money in it. Trust me. Trust me. All right, so if you even look at this, let's say you enter your buy at this region and take it all the way this region. This is about 381 pips on Euro USD. That is a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's about 381 pips if you can comfortably do this well. So please, you can attempt being swing traders as well. Hey, it's a good deal. All right, it's a very good deal. And remember, as Euro USD, use good lot size. Imagine you have up to like 1.5 million naira in your account and you're using 2 standard lots on Euro USD as a swing trader. Trust me, you make good money for yourself. You make good money for yourself. All right, between that region and between that 380 pips, at least you should be able to, you are looking at making at least say 300,000 to 400,000 on that trade alone. All right, it's yes, you're looking at making 300,000 to 400,000 on that trade alone with that kind of lot size and that kind of volume. All right, so please, hey, speak to your account managers. You can decide to up your account so you can actually also swing trade as well. Okay, so let me just mark this region for us. Okay. All right, so once the price is able to get into the reward region of 1.08431 and 1.10800, you can take your profits in between those regions. It is actually good enough for us this morning. So let's go straight now for our entire day traders. Okay, let's look for what our intraday traders will be doing this morning on Euro USD. So we can see that Euro USD is actually already is looking like a downward movement on the 1 hour time frame. We can see that it has made a lower low and it's probably already bouncing off this region. Yes, it's already bouncing off. So we can see that it's already bouncing off these rejection regions here. So for me, this morning on Euro USD, it's an instant execution. All right. Yes. So anywhere between this region and this region, you can buy this market this morning. All right. So between 1.08364 and 1.08014, you can go in for our buys. If you're an intraday trader, you can buy this morning. So for me, I'll still say an instant execution is actually a go. All right. An instant execution is a go this morning. So you can buy a current market price, good lot size, say 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 USD. You can use as much as the standard lot. Remember, for you to be able to use the standard lot and above, at least ₦1 million and above, then you can use a standard lot to trade USD. So to make good money this morning on USD, you need good money in your account and good lot size. Okay, so I'm just going to mark this region as well and change the color so you can probably see our reward region. So once this market is able to get into 1.0851 all the way to 1.08985, that is the reward region. All right, we can take our buys. Anywhere between instant now. We can take our buys now, and between 1.08364 and 1.08014. All right, we can write it all the way to 1.08519 and 1.08985. It is safe enough for us. So good money equals good profit as well. So please remember to have good funds in your account. Top up your account, ladies and gentlemen. It's very important. Use money to make money, all right, without stress. If you have good money in your account, you don't need to stress so much with fear of losing, because hey, you have enough money to hold any pullbacks, just like the strategy we are doing. All right, so let's look at the 5 minutes time frame. Okay. Let's look at the 5 minutes time frame to see for our scalpers. So we can see that price has actually formed a kind of new support at this region here for our scalpers this morning. So, and it's most likely going all the way up here as well. Okay. So I'm just going to mark this region. So it's bouncing up. So we want to wait and see how it reacts into this region. All right. Because it has already bounced off this region as well. So it's going to most likely come all the way here before it does a form of lower low. Remember, we want to take as much money as we can from the market. All right. We want to take as much money as we can from the market. So this is going to be our risk region. This is going to be our risk region. Once this market is able to break into this region, we can sell from there and expect it to push back down. All right. It's going to most likely react from this region and push back down. So you can see it has done more of an engulfing candle at this region. So we are going to buy from that region, and this region will be our reward zone. Okay. This region is going to be our reward zone. Just going to mark. All right. So yes, patience is key. Patience is key. Let me mark this region for us. All right. So once price is able to get into the region 1.08453 and 1.08519, you can start taking our sales. Yes, I said our sales. All right. Once it takes that risk region, take your sales. But once it breaks above that 1.08519, we can be sure to close out for our stop loss. All right. So let's go in for ourselves once price is able to get into that region, and we can start taking our profit at 1.08410, 1.08410, and 1.08312. That is our reward region. So patience is the game. Yes, you can say I was already buying. Why don't we buy from here to that region as well? But remember, if you buy from here to that region, you will not make as much money as you make selling from this region. And that's what we are aiming to achieve, making as much as we can from the movement. All right. So yes, let's be patient. See, price is going to push up all the way to that risk region. All right. Down. Then we can now take our profit once it gets into this reward region as well. All right. All right then. So yes, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That will be all for this morning. So please, let's remember to trade carefully, trade cautiously. Remember to use your stop losses as well, as it is very, very, very important. All right. Remember to apply proper risk management rules while trading this market. So also remember, we have events coming up Thursday and Friday in different parts of the country. All right. So we want to actually find out some account managers to see how you can actually be part of this event. Join our Telegram channel join our Telegram channel to be able to get information on this event and trading as well. Also, please remember to watch repeats of these sessions on YouTube to also learn about the strategies we present here every day. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. All right. Subscribe, like, and share. And also remember to put on your notifications. All right. So, and also, yes, you can actually be a partner of Rally Trade, whereby you can actually earn in USD. Yeah, you can actually earn in USD as well. So remember, you can also be a partner of Rally Trade. I want to find out how. Please speak to your account manager to learn how to become a partner with Rally Trade and start earning in USD. You can earn as much as 2,000 USD every month. Yes, very, very possible. All right. And also upgrade today to VIP. All right. Remember, you need good volume in your account so that you'll be able to trade conveniently without fear, without caution as well. And also, we are still running the bonus for up to 129% for this month. All right, the turbo bonus for 129%. So if you're able to fund the account between now and the end of the month, you can actually make good money for yourself with the bonus that you are going to be getting as well. All right, so yes, what does it take to be VIP? How much does it take to be VIP? Yes, you need at least $1 million to become VIP. And trust me, you would enjoy a whole lot because we have a whole lot more sophisticated softwares and strategies for our VIP clients. For instance, such as the Breaker Pro Max, the ADX, a whole lot. All right, a whole lot. Currency pair meter. Like there's a whole lot you can actually achieve as a VIP client, and you can earn a whole lot more. All right, so please speak to your account manager, upgrade to VIP today. And yes, you can actually get specialized one-on-one strategic coaching. All right, specialized one-on-one strategy coaching as well. Okay, so please upgrade your accounts today and become a VIP client and see how much money you can earn with us here at Rally Trade. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember we do this Mondays through Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. And you can also join our virtual training classes by 6 p.m. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, all right, every week, to also learn more about trading and everything you need to know. If you can't make the physical classes, please join us online via Zoom Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Please speak to your account managers to actually tell you how to actually get and be part of this. Remember, Mondays through Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. You do not want to miss these sessions. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Remember, let's trade cautiously, let's trade carefully. Let's have good volume, minimal pips, good profit. I wish you all a very happy and profitable and a peaceful day ahead. Thank you. My name again is Valentine. Do have a lovely day ahead.